Hello everyone and welcome over to race number 14 of the NR2003 PMU Cup Series here at Australia, and as we come off from Japan, which was a very close photo finish in Japan. So basically, Leland Hill won Japan, but only a close margin from Bradley Room, who was just about to do a last lap pass but failed. So basically, a last lap pass went wrong. So now we move on to Australia. So it's going to be interesting. Who will qualify on pole for Australia? Everyone take your picks, because we're about to go racing. We're about to go qualifying. And it's going to be Cam Wright Jr. who will qualify on the pole. Eddie Flores Jr. will start from second. David Dixon's third in his home race, technically his own race for David Dixon. David Ryan's fourth. Jonah Burridge fifth. Casey Benz sixth. James Jamerson seventh. Saber Fox eighth. Trey Meeks in ninth. And Nicholas Wright in 10th position. And the rest, alright, so let's go racing.
Drivers, to your cars.
Sorry. And away we go. And we're about to go racing in Australia. Away we go! Here in Australia. So will Cameron Jr. be victorious at least? As he will try and take the lead at the start. Followed by David Dixon, who is now up into second place. There is Jonah Burge up into third. Also his home race in Australia. His actual home race. Hopefully Jonah Burge can get a really good result out of it. So I don't know, I forgot, there's a term used to describe Aussies and New Zealanders. I don't know, oceanic drivers, I guess? Or, I can't remember, there's a term used to describe both Australian and New Zealanders. But the closest I can, the best I can think of are oceanic. I don't know, there's another term to describe that. So, but anyway, so Cameron Jr. will hopefully hold on to the lead alongside fellow Toyota driver David Dixon. And Jonah Burge will also try and make some effort as well in his supposedly number 85 car. There is a James Jameson in the 19 car in fourth position, also doing well so far. Well, it's only the early stages of the race, but who knows. So anyway, so 75 laps in this race from 100 laps, because I decided to cut down the race a little bit as the race was a bit long, because most races normally ends around 50 laps, and I just saw it was a bit long, so I decided to cut it down just a little bit. But I might maybe add a bit more if it is a bit too short, or if everyone else opposed to it, so or are not happy about it. But anyway, so we'll enjoy the race for now as Cameron Jr. still hold on into the lead at the moment. Passing can be tricky compared to Japan, where it's more easy to pass one another, especially if you're in the lead. So all he needs is some expertise to try and pass the driver. So Solomon Sheridan also trying to climb up. There's Trey Meeks in that gear wrench scheme. And David Dixon battled alongside Cameron Jr. for the lead, and now going side by side. I think I almost missed it, but we'll see how long it actually took as David Dixon takes the lead. And we can take a look at the replay of the pass for the lead. David Dixon on Cameron Jr. Good pass for David Dixon. And then James Jameson will try and overtake Cameron Jr. as well, and so does David Ryans. And you can all take a look on the top left corner of the screen for the live standings. Here comes James Jameson on Cameron Jr. Cameron Jr. still in second place, but David Dixon is still leading the race in his home race. He's certainly hungry for a first race win right now, but it's still early stages, so we're going to have to see how it will go from there. As we go from the back, some struggles from the back already. And now is a train of cars, 5 cars for, not 6 cars, 5 cars battling out for the lead now. Now battling against one another. Here comes David Ryans trying to take third place off of James Jameson. And Cameron Jr. is going to try and take the lead back from David Dixon. Oh, train mix on the outside. Oh wait, Henry G. Brown's is, he's trying to overtake the 6th car. I think that's for 7th position. The 45 car is still up front, and now there's a huge line of cars now. In the a trail of several cars up for the lead. But still, there's not much of an opportunity of an overtake at this very moment. This line is getting tight here right now. And here comes David Ryans on the 95 car for second place. Will it be it for David Ryans? Will he try and take the lead as well from David Dixon? That's a thing to question about. Ooh, Solomon Sheridan seems to be pushing already, and Henry G. Brown as well. Maybe Trey Mix and Jonah Burridge can try and get back. Jonah Burridge wants to do what he can for his home race. And Xander Howe. So that lines up the top 10 at the moment. And David Ryans has now got himself up in front for second place. He's now in second position. So, in second position. So, 2 Davids are lining up the top 2, currently running right now. So let's take a look at some onboard cameras right now. It seems as though we've seen some really good, interesting battles going along. Here comes James Jameson trying to fight for third place alongside Cameron Jr. Cameron Jr. on the outside, not in a good line he wants to be. And he's been overtaken by James Jameson. And it looks as though that Solomon Sheridan will fight alongside Eddie Flores Jr. for what I believe would be 5th place, I mean. So Eddie Flores Jr. is fighting alongside Solomon Sheridan, and Henry G. Brown joining in the battle as well. And Eddie Flores Jr. up into 5th place, and David Ryans closing in on the leader now on David Dixon. And closing in, David Ryan's still no way of getting past David Dixon as of yet. David Dixon is certainly controlling the race so far as we're now at lap 24. And James Jameson closing in as well. He joins in the battle for the top 3. And James Jameson up into second place. David Ryan's losing positions right now. Solomon Sheridan up into third place now. Whoa! David Ryan's almost tagged onto Solomon Sheridan. I just saw that. It looks as though they almost clipped. We'll take a look closely, but it seems as though that David Ryan's nearly clipped onto Sheridan. Luckily, that didn't trigger anything more, but David Ryan's almost had quite a rookie mistake down there. Yeah, it was close. It wasn't that much, but it was a very close one. As we head back towards the front, as David Dixon continues to lead. And James Jameson on the battle. So far, no caution as of yet. On board Solomon Sheridan. And here goes Sheridan on the 19 car for second place. Now Sheridan is now on the battle on David Dixon. Cameron Jr. falling behind now. While Solomon Sheridan is still struggling, or he's trying his best to get past David Dixon, who is currently controlling the race pretty well. We're now coming up to lap 39. No, lap 38. We're now coming up to lap 39 afterwards. Here comes Solomon Sheridan on David Dixon, fighting for the lead now as the Solomon Sheridan tries to get past David Dixon for the first time. Here comes Solomon Sheridan. He does take the lead for the first time, but David Dixon is certainly fighting back really well. But somehow Solomon Sheridan seems to have got the better edge of it, as David Dixon will sadly going to have to sacrifice his lead for now. And here goes Henry J. Brown for second place on David Dixon. Now David Dixon also goes wide, not in a good line he wants to be, as Henry J. Brown will try and get past David Dixon for second place, as Solomon Sheridan will hop on into the lead. And Solomon Sheridan is seriously taking off right now. Henry G. Brown now trying to make his way up to first place as he gets past David Dixon. And the same goes for Eddie Flores Jr. Eddie Flores Jr. wants to win another race this season. He certainly wants to. As we go on board Eddie Flores Jr. Oh my God, Eddie Flores Jr. slow down! What's going on, Eddie Flores Jr.? Eddie Flores Jr. slow down! He's got a problem. He's got a real problem, and he's stopping. There's no smoke coming out, so he just simply stopped. Shocking moment for Eddie Flores Jr. What a heartbreak! I did not see that coming on. I did not see that coming. So bad luck for Eddie Flores Jr. But now, so Sheridan is under attack from Henry J. Brown for the lead. Henry J. Brown is now pushing, literally doing everything he can to pass that 11 car. We still have not seen any pit stops yet. Hopefully we'll see it very soon. And we see some pit stops coming in right now. Who's coming in for their pit stop? For their first pit stop. And who will that be? I've forgotten who will that be. Lots of drivers coming in. Jameson, Burridge, Enos Kakia. And Trey Mix as well. Some cars coming for their pit stop. And the rest comes in for their pit stop. There is Solomon Sheridan. We are at lap 50. And looks as though Owen Scott might have a problem. He's been standing there for long. Well, not quite. I guess kind of for long. But who knows? More cars are coming in for their pit stop. As we finally have some breathing space. We will see soon who's going to get up front. We'll find out who's going to get up front. Who they're going to be. Sheridan gets past. Henry J. Brown gets past. Oh, David Dixon! David Dixon seems to struggle to get his car moving, and now he's going to lose some positions right now. Yeah, he's certainly going to lose some positions. But look at the way he came out of the pit stop was just literally madness down there. I guess he struggled to get his car going. Yeah, well, yeah, I think he briefly lost power. I was able to get his car going again, but somehow he lost some precious time in his home race. Precious time. Wow. Bit of a heartbreak. Anyway, so who's up in front now? So 11 car up front, and Flandre Wilson. Where is Flandre Wilson? Oh no, we'll have a look at it properly because we want to make sure all the cars cross the line in full. So Solomon Sheridan now crosses the line for first, Henry G. Brown second, third James Jameson fourth, Enos Kakia fifth, Trey Miggs sixth, Drew Walker seventh, David Dixon eighth, Xander Howell ninth, Leland Hill and 10th, Nicholas Wright. Or Nicholas Wright he will take over Leland Hill for 9th place. And that's your top 10 runners. On board Enos Kakia. And we have a battle for the lead. Oh, Drew Walker entered the pits again? What's going on with Drew Walker? Why did he come in? I thought he came in already. He came in again. There's a problem with Drew Walker. Oh dear, what happened? Well, I think Drew Walker had a problem. He might have had some sort of penalty. We'll see what happened to Drew Walker. He comes in for another set of tires. I think there was some... Oh, whoa! Whoa! Drew Walker, what's going on with him? Acting like nuts to me. He's acting like nuts to me, at least. He literally just rammed into the other driver's path. Let's all take a look at the replay. Drew Walker literally slowed down. We'll have to take a look and see how he literally slowed down. Almost rammed into other drivers. They are literally angry right now. That will cost them more precious time. They're trying to get to make their way up towards the front at least. And now, thanks a lot, that opens up a gap. So Drew Walker literally went for a second pit stop for like one set of tires. So what happened at first? I think Drew Walker had some problems. So what happened? So Drew Walker came for another set of tires. I don't know. Maybe they've got problems with the tires. In fact, this I think he might have some sort of a pit stop mashup of a pit stop mix-up, which actually reminds me of, who remembers the 2020 Sakir Grand Prix where George Russell had a set of tires. He went for a pit stop and apparently it was discovered that he got the wrong set of tires. So unfortunately, as a result, he had to come in for another pit stop, and that ended his chances of winning what was supposedly supposed to be his first race win in his career for Mercedes. So this kind of vibes the moment. This is kind of a vibrant moment compared to that incident back at the 2020 Sakir Formula 1 Grand Prix. So yeah, potentially a mix-up in the pits at the pit box for Drew Walker, which somehow resulted in him coming in for another pit stop. Quite shockingly. So we continue on as Sheridan continues to lead, and Trey Meeks has finally caught up with the rest of the field, or the rest of the front runners right now, and Henry Gibran still have no way of getting past Solomon Sheridan as of yet. Henry Gibran still have no way of getting past Solomon Sheridan yet, but that could change, as looks as though they are closing in on the lap runners now. The slow runners, they're now getting close to being lapped. Solomon Sheridan getting close to Sophia Petty, who will probably be the next car to be lapped. Whoa, Trey Meeks nearly done it on Ines Kakia. Almost clipped onto the 31 car. And Drew Walker is getting away. Let's see how Drew Walker is doing. He's unfortunately lapped down, like where he is right now. And Enos Kakia up into third. James Jimerson slowing down. He's losing grip now. And he's now down into fifth position. And Trey Meeks up into fourth. Enos Kakia will try and get past Henry J. Brown. And he'll try and take Trey Meeks with him. Trey Meeks up into third. James Jimerson trying to get fourth back from Henry J. Brown. Let's take a look at it from another angle. We are literally less than 10 laps to go. No caution as of yet. This could be a very clean race. We had quite a few mishaps, including Drew Walker going nuts, and David Dixon had problems in the pits, and that's pretty much it. And a few close calls as well, which could have been a caution. If there's a caution now, this could probably end the race completely. So at the moment, Solomon Sheridan is still leading this race. This would be his second race win and his first win since Talladega, if he can win this race. Enos Kakia, another race winner this season, and he's up into second place. He was somewhat of a fluke after his race win, but somehow he's seemingly back towards the top already. Hopefully, if he continues like this could be a recovery drive for him to try and get back up the points before the chase starts. And Trey Meeks as well wants to be in the chase. He, in fact, don't forget, he is actually going to be full-time driver again this season, even when Cameron Sr. returns. I think Trey Meeks will continue to drive the 6 car, whilst Cameron Sr. will drive in an unaffiliated Dodge car built by the Royal Fan Enterprises, Royal Fan Motorsports team. He'll be bringing back the 88 from then when he returns. He's expected to make a return from around race number 19, and that is at Texas. So that's the current goal at the moment. We're now coming up to lap 73. 3 laps to go. Solomon Sheridan continues to lead in what was a bit of a quiet race. Enos Kakia in second place still, but Trey Meeks is going to try and overtake the 31 car. Here comes Trey Meeks. Will try and take second place. We're at lap 34, the penultimate lap of the race. Ooh, Jackie Daytona has some damage. We might have to take a look. We'll take a look after the race. But anyway, we don't have much time left. Come on, where are you? And Aditya Baggers comes into the pits. A bit too late. I guess we don't know what happened, but we'll see. Anyway, so we're up to the last lap of the race. Solomon Sheridan could finally be back, at least in a race-winning position after quite some time. Trey Meeks up into second place. What a drive for Trey Meeks. Henry J. Brown up into third. Good drive for him. But it is Solomon Sheridan who will take home the victory here at Australia. In what was a typical quiet race, despite a few bits and bobs and all that. Trey Meeks up into second place as he continues his drive in what was a drive that he could have regretted if he had not taken the drive, and this could mean he regretted announcing his retirement, probably. Henry J. Brown, a great third place after an attacking drive. Sadly, we didn't get to see much of Cameron Jr., the pole sitter, which we will see where he will finish after the race. We'll take a look at the fastest lap time, and is going to be Tyree Lowell in the 52 car with a 26.709. Anyway, so going down the order, Solomon Sheridan wins, Trey Meeks second place, Henry J. Brown in third, Enos Kakia fourth, James Jimson fifth, David Dixon sixth, Heather Howell seventh, Jonah Burridge eighth, Casey Benz 9th, and Dylan Hayden 10th, Nicholas Wright 11th, Talon Saplu 12th, Leland Hill Jr. 13th, David Ryans 14th, Leland Hill 15th, RIT Elijah 16th, Nick Tanner 17th, Angelina Patrick 18th, Jace Chevalier 19th, Flandre Wilson 20th, Dex Miyazaki 21st, Olivia Reynolds 22nd, Jack Halleck 23rd, Jackie Daytona 24th, Bradley Riem 25th, Zach Campbell 26th, Marcus Sanchez 27th, and Raleigh Hill 28th. And the rest, and we'll see what happened to Jackie Daytona, who appeared to have some damage at the rear. See what happened. Whoa! Oh yeah, was that the moment where Drew Walker... Whoa, yeah! That was a close moment. Some cars have got damage thanks to Drew Walker. Or was that Drew Walker? I don't see Drew Walker, but we'll see what happened then. Oh, was it Zach Campbell? I don't know. But, don't know what caused it. Well, let's see. So, that could have been even more worse. Whoa, Sabre Fox! Sabre Fox! That is strange. Even Sabre Fox came into the pits. Something to look at, because that looks pretty suspicious. Very, very suspicious. This was resulting in Jackie Daytona having damage. Let's see. Yeah, there might have been a problem for some of the cars as well. I don't know. So anyway, Solomon Sheridan wins. Congratulations to Solomon Sheridan. I think we will move on to, South Africa. Oops. So we'll be moving to South Africa. I think that'll be next. Then Australia. No, not Australia. We're already in Australia. And Germany, where we will finish off the international tour from there. So after I double check to make sure that I am right, I am sure we are going to Germany. No, South Africa next. Then Germany, and then we'll be back in the USA. So interesting. Now, where am I? Where am I? Okay, so as confirmed, we'll be going to South Africa next. So thank you everyone for watching this race. We will see you out there at Africa. Take care everyone. We will see you all there back on the track very, 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 very soon.